decision one day. I was going to be my own champion. I was going to take control of my life. So as I cried in my room, I was going to do. So every day I ran and I ran and I ran and I lifted weights. I asked to join the cross-country practice team, and eventually the weight melted off, and I became a part of the soccer team. And I went as further as to chronicle my, and by accident I put it publicly on YouTube. It was a really crappy PowerPoint with like rock music with cheese. Like no pain, no gain. And but within a month, I got 400,000 views. And at that time, right, when in this genre, it was considered a lot. And people, teenagers, started messaging me their photos 6 months later saying, "You've changed my life." And send me pictures of them, you know, losing their weight and their story. And within one decision, it was so amazing because I inspired myself and I inspired others around me. And that was just something that it was just fuel to the fire that in the next chapters of my life. And then the second point is that even when you're out of option, you still have one more, and it's to create your own. So at this point, I'm graduating high school, and I'm just, you know, trying to figure out what to do in my life. And my classmates are graduating, they're driving, they're getting jobs, they're going to college. And I don't have options, okay? I'm illegal, right? So I don't have Social Security, I don't have a driver's license, I don't have a work permit. I got into several colleges, but I couldn't attend. First, I didn't have, I couldn't work to pay for my own college. I didn't qualify for financial aid being an illegal immigrant, and my parents couldn't afford to pay for my college. And first, I'm going to tell you the truth, I felt like crap and I didn't want to do anything. And then eventually I, you know, kind of remember the days of running soccer and of accomplishing the first thing in my life, and I decided to find a solution. And I ended up finding a company that was, had operations in Brazil, but was here in the United States. So I messaged them. I said, you know, I want to work for you as an intern. I don't know if I can do that. And we found a way around it because I'm technically a Brazilian citizen, so I can work there. But I worked from here. Got an intern position, worked there for over a year. And then I found out later, and then I had to leave that company, but that's another story, that I could start my own business. As long as I filed for EIN, got a tax ID, and gave Uncle Sam his fair share and paid the taxes, should be okay. So that's what I did. I left that company and started my first company at the age of 19, 20. Which brings me to my third point, that unless you're a prodigy, perseverance beats intelligence. Look, I was 20 years old. I had no entrepreneurial knowledge. I had no college degree. I wasn't trying to do the tech thing or the entrepreneur thing. It was just my only option. But I had two things, curiosity and grit. And what I did is that I remembered from my fat soccer days that I don't have to be the fastest, the smartest, the brightest person in the room as long as I can outwork every single person in the room. And Winston Churchill highlighted that with this famous quote that says, "It is continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, that is the key to unlocking our potential." And I live and I breathe that every single day because I know that I could have not done it if I had not just persevered through that negativity. So after 3 years of a lot of hard work, a lot of learning just through fire, we grew the company to double-digit millions of revenue per year. My family went to work for the company and to this day work at that same company. And it was an amazing experience. And while I was doing that, I was taking classes at community college full-time. And in 2011, I transferred to UC Berkeley to complete my degree. Which brings me to my fourth point, that life is a marathon and your goals are 5K runs, not sprints. Eventually, I graduated UC Berkeley. Obama approved the DACA program that allowed illegal immigrants like myself that came here and did high school here to legitimize my work statuses and receive a work permit, and that led me to working at Google. And from going to Google, it led me to meeting my co-founder that birthed Pop Talk. So at every single stage of my life, I couldn't see the next chapter, but I set big goals for myself. Even if I pursue them, I was going to try. And when you start the run, you can't see the end. But you just have to believe that you will finish the run, that you have to pace through the hills, through the valleys, and through the rain. And when your body's telling you that you can't do it anymore, you just have to keep going. When your mind wants to stop, you just have to keep pushing. Which leaves you with my last point, that sometimes you have to take a few steps back to leap forward. Kanye West poetically said that everything that I'm not made me everything that I am. And it's true. I would not be here today with you guys. I would have not gone to UC Berkeley. I would have not done everything that I did if I hadn't gone through those negative experiences. But it's how you persist through the negative experiences that determine your outcome. And that everything that happened was the negative things that set me back actually propelled me forward. So after all, I don't have it all figured out. But from here where I stand, I can see the low points in my life and appreciate those low points. And there are low points right now, and there will be low points in the future. Because after all, suffering negativity is an inevitable human experience. But how you handle negativity and how you persist through it, that is up to you. And I'm telling you, just persevere. I don't know, you may have come here with hope, without hope. You may have come here tired and at the hand that life has dealt you. You may just be going through a really tough situation right now. But keep persisting. Did you know that Nelson Mandela was in prison for over 25 years before he became the president of South Africa? That Walt Disney declared bankruptcy before he built his empire. Tom Brady was the 199th pick of the NFL draft, and he wasn't even the starting quarterback. So you just got to keep holding. Don't let negativity get you down, because at the end of the day, there just may be a huge leap around the corner. So keep pushing and keep persisting. And I'll leave you with my last quote, is that the greatest glory in living lies not in ever falling, but in rising every time we fall. Thank you.